You know my policy. I tell you, if it's a single mom, don't even go there. Don't do it. Not worth the risk that she will have another kid. Keep in mind, a lot of those single moms had kids with guys who were threatening to leave or trying to make the relationship stronger. Just trying to chain a guy down, whatever. As I always say, you could be next in the barrel. So I always say, just don't do it. Just because I say not to do it doesn't mean people listen to what I have to say. Many people go ahead and do it anyway. And many of you learn the hard way that when you get involved with a single mother, you are indeed going to be paying for things, something that is another man's responsibility. You are going to be told there's no time to have sex because the kid has to get up early in the morning, or the kid has the sniffles, or the kid is being bad in school. She can't find a babysitter. She's tired from running after the kid all day long. I mean, you're going to get a million reasons why you can't get laid. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I believe a kid should be first in a woman's life. But I don't want responsibility for another man's accident. And that is why I say if you insist on having sex with a single mother, which I think is a bad idea, never, ever have her be the only woman you're dating. Always have backups. Because she's going to have a million reasons why she has no time for you or no time for sex or doesn't feel like sex or has a headache or whatever. So you need to have other places you can go. You absolutely do. Now, many of you have gone ahead and done this anyway. Because, let's face it, one of the ways some women became single mothers is because they're hot and very sexual, and they happen from a very young age, and they just let whatever happen, happen, and that's how they became single mothers. So you see these women who are dying for adult interaction after spending the entire day playing Shrek 2 on the DVD player all day long. They're dying for human interaction, adult interaction. They are dying for adult conversation. They are dying to be treated like women as opposed to being treated like mommy. And many of them, because they have no time for sex, are extremely horny, and you guys have figured that out, and you try to capitalize on that. That is one of the reasons you guys can't resist, even though I'm telling you, resist. Many of you can't for these reasons. Now, some of you get into these situations and you just want to get laid, and the kids are just a hindrance or a nuisance, and you have to appear to be interested. You have to tolerate what those kids say and do. You have to appear to care. You have to appear to feel her pain when things go wrong, when she has a tough day with the kids, what have you. Many of you have to get dragged all over town to toy stores, shopping malls, theme parks. Halloween, you have to go to a haunted house somewhere. I mean, there's 80 million things you're going to get dragged into. And sometimes you want that piece of ass so badly that you allow yourself to get dragged, knowing you don't give a rat's ass about that kid. That kid is just a barrier. But for whatever reason, you continue to tolerate the kid's presence. Or maybe there's more than one kid. You tolerate it. You pretend to like him. You pretend to want to spend time with him. In reality, you just want to get your hands on that rump. The kid is just a hurdle you have to jump over. So she thinks you're great with kids, or you'd make a great dad, or that you get along great with the kid. But the reality is, you just assume that kid disappeared down a sinkhole. Or that his dad got custody and took him away. It would have nothing to do with you complaining about it. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I feel your pain. I understand. You'd be thrilled if that kid, somehow bought the farm. Just gone. You really couldn't care less. Now, I know this sounds evil, but I know that a man's desire to ejaculate is so strong. that men will put up with all kinds of obstacles to try to get there. Especially if we have something hot in the mix. Again, don't take this the wrong way. I do not advocate this. I do not recommend it. And frankly, I, for the most part in my life, have not done it because I know how often you're going to be sitting there. Imagine, there you were unmarried and happy, dating whoever you wanted to, and then you became serious about a single mother who can't stay up late, can't see you early in the morning, can't go out anywhere, can't go away anywhere, can't get child care, has to stay home, do homework with the kid, watch TV with the kid to make sure he's not watching pornography on cable or whatever. Point is, you fill in whatever remaining gaps exist in the day. The kids are the priority. That's how it generally works. So you have to wonder how long you can put up with that. I really don't know how you do it, and I recommend you not do it. But I know there are those of you who not only do it, I know there are those of you who, just like Eddie Haskell on the old Leave It to Beaver show, I do believe there are those of you who just act like perfect gentlemen around the kid and offer to do things with the kid and pretend to care about the kid, but in reality, you don't care. And I know this is going to horrify some of those single mothers out there who think they're with perfect guys, who love their kid, and this could work out, and blah, blah. I'm even willing to bet some of these single mothers get pregnant by the current boyfriend because he's so great with the kid, not realizing he's just tolerating the kid to get at her ass. So I thought this hour would be a perfect hour in the program to show these women just what some of these guys are made of. How they're tolerating your kids in many cases in order to get a piece of your ass. So, boys, you understand what I'm talking about, right? You're dating a single mom. She has 1, 2, 3 kids, who knows? You don't want to be a father. You don't want to support those kids. You don't want those kids living in your house. You don't want them visiting your house. You don't want to pay for those kids. You don't want any kids, or you don't want any more kids, or you don't want kids with this woman, or if you were to get with this woman and she's got 1, 2, or 3 kids, you wouldn't want to make it 4, 5, or 6. You have no interest in that. But in order to tap that ass, you have to appear to be interested. You have to appear to care. And so you do things to appear to care. She thinks you'd make a great dad. And all you want to say to her is, who's your daddy? So if you're in a situation like that, you're dating a single mother, and in order to get access to her naked, you will say or do anything when it comes to her kids, when in reality, you don't give a rat's ass. I want to talk to you.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
Tom is a talk master, so you can't get on this radio and say certain things to him because he's going to eat you alive.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Yeah, the Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. It's missing on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hey, kids are not pets.
So what?
Kids are not pets. They're children.
Yeah, what about it?
We're not asking for the guy to take care of the frickin' dog, and we're not asking for them to take care of the kids. And most of those poor suckers that come along looking for a piece of ass are just looking for just that.
Well, that's because guys are looking for a piece of ass whenever they meet a woman, whether she has kids or not.
That's because guys are stupid.
No, we're not stupid. We're guys, and it's biological. That's how we are.
You only think one way.
That's all we really, when we meet you, we have no other reason to want to know you. None.
You're right. You're right. That's what makes men so damn shallow.
And so I imagine then you don't have a husband or a boyfriend?
I have a husband.
Oh, but he's not shallow.
A kid. Oh, he was shallow, but he's not anymore.
Why do you say that?
His kid. I support his kid. I've always supported mine. I've never asked him for anything for my children, although I've paid a lot for his kids.
So what does that have to do with what I just said?
Because you talk like the children are pets, and we need somebody to take our dog for a walk.
Well, when we are out looking to get laid, if you have kids, the kids are just an obstacle to getting your panties off, and that's how we see them. And we have to pretend to care and pretend to like them and pretend to get along with them. Otherwise, you will reject us.
Because you can't find anybody else?
Oh, no. I tell guys, don't bother dating single mothers because it's just a big pain in the ass.
Oh, my God. I believe for you it would be.
No, for most men, actually, because really, what do we care about your baggage, your mistakes from the past, other men's accidents? What do we care about that? We just want to get laid.
Then go in the bathroom and grab a magazine.
Dear, we all know that's not nearly as good as having a sperm depository like yourself.
A sperm depository.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is what you are to us, of course.
Of course.
You seem surprised.
No,
you must be new to this show.
No. Actually, I totally agree with what you say about women, that they're only out for one thing, for themselves.
Yeah.
I truly believe that men are idiots because they're just not smart enough to see the light.
Well, men have to realize that, women don't believe in giving it up for free. They want to get something in return, whether it be a relationship or attention or Valentine's Day cards or money or whatever it is. And so what guys need to do is it's that simple.
I guess it goes both ways.
Well, it's war. Women want money, attention, time spent. Men want to get laid. The idea is to get as much as we can get and give up as little as possible. Women want to get as much as they can get and give up as little as possible. Whoever gets what they're trying to get without giving much up wins.
Pretty much.
That's how it works.
Children aren't pets, though.
Again, dear, your children aren't our concern.
Oh, my children are old enough to take care of themselves.
Well, anybody's point is, when we meet a woman who has children, children are just an impediment to us.
So are men's children.
Again, I don't have children, so it's not my problem.
Somebody got lucky.
And I really don't care about men who have children. Most men don't have custody of their kids anyway.
This is true.
So really, it's a very rare situation where you have to deal with a man's children. It's the other way around. We have to deal with your children.
Not mine.
Well, again, you can't see the difference between talking about humanity as a whole and yourself. In reality, just because you in some way might be an exception to the rule doesn't mean the rule doesn't hold. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Anthony on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Tom? Long time, first time.
Thank you, Anthony.
How's it going, man?
Great.
Great. Yeah, I'm currently dating a woman that has 2 kids. And I just want to let all the guys out there know it's totally not worth it, man. No matter how good the sex is, no matter how great she is in bed, it's really not worth it. Because, I mean, majority of her time just goes to her kids. I mean, she has 2 kids. She's a single mom. I mean, what do you think? Come on. What's going to come first, me or the 2 kids? I mean, I think you know the answer to that.
No, really?
Yeah. So, I mean, I just want to let the guys out there know, like, if you meet a girl, I mean, the second you find out she has any kids, run the other way. It's not worth it. Don't get sucked in. Don't sleep with her even one time because, we all know even one time is enough to get sucked in if it's really good. So that's all I have to say about that, man. Just pull me up, man.
Here you go, Anthony. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Now look at this. This just in. And now it looks like the morning show on KGB is taking shots at us. Oh boy. What are their names? It's 3 of them, right? Oh, yeah, Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw. Yeah, Very nice. See, again, if these guys were so secure in their command of the San Diego radio market, if they were so certain that they were going to remain in control, they wouldn't mention me, a guy who's been on the air 6 weeks. They would just shut up. I mean, you don't hear me on the air talking about people in L.A. who have lower ratings than I do, or people who haven't been on, nearly as long as I have. Somebody who just came on the air. You don't hear me on the air promoting people nobody's ever heard of, because I have no fear of people like that. Some of them take shots at me. Some of them, out-and-out slander me, trying to get me into the mud with them. But I don't waste my time with people who have 1/10 the audience I have, or people who are preempted by sports every night and they're hardly ever on. Or I just don't waste my time on that. And I certainly don't waste my time taking shots at, like, morning shows in L.A. Just take L.A. as an example, because I've been here for 18 years. I don't waste my time taking shots at morning shows that just fell off the turnip truck and then they take a shot at me. Again, I have full confidence in my ability to stay in firm command of the afternoon ratings. And I have full confidence in my ability to be one of the top-rated programs in any market I'm on. So if Mikey and Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw want to go on the air and take shots at me, there's a reason they're doing it. It's because they're quaking in their boots. Their pants are on fire, and they're running up and down the hallways of the radio station. They're flipping out, and they don't know how else to react. They just don't know. I mean, they've never had anybody come on the air who's this kind of threat to them before. And I make one comment about the San Diego radio market. I spend 1 or 2 hours on it on the radio, and now they're all flipping out and responding. Now, let me give you a little word of advice from somebody who's got some experience in this area. If you don't want to see my ratings go up even higher, even faster, this is just a little free advice from somebody who's been doing this for a while. The best thing to do is shut up. Just shut up. Because every time you talk about me, you're promoting me. Don't be getting into the mud with me. Don't be getting in the quicksand with me, because you won't win. You won't. Now, I'm being real honest with you. Obviously it would be to my advantage if you continue talking about the program and exposing your insecurity about your ability to hold on to whatever audience you still have. It's just a little free advice for you, boys and girls. The best thing to do is to say nothing. Act like I'm not here. Obviously, I got under your skin because you couldn't resist going on the air and talking about me. I don't mind if you talk about me. In fact, for me, it's great. But as one radio person to another, my recommendation is when somebody new comes onto the market, don't get into the mud with them. Just act like they're not there. And maybe they'll go away. Clearly, you think I'm not going away, and that's why you can't shut up about me. It's amazing. Well, they'll learn the hard way. They're going to learn the hard way. Even if they do have to play Tiny Dancer once a week, they're going to learn the hard way. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Brandon on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom, what's going on?
Not much, Brandon.
Long time, first time.
Thank you.
This is going back to the chicks, to the dating the women with children. I dated a girl for about a month. This is a while back. She was about 30 years old. She had 2 kids. Dated her for about a month, and I started realizing that her kids weren't around that much. Wondering why are her kids around that much. Well, it turns out she didn't have full custody of them. So I'm thinking, I should have taken that as a hint and got out then, but I kept getting a little bit more sucked in because she was hot, dude. So kept getting in. Then I started noticing little things. She started getting a little crazy about certain stuff, and then I kind of put 2 and 2 together. She ended up having like bipolar, paranoid schizophrenia. I freaking got out as fast as I can. I ended up have to get a restraining order on her and all this other stuff. And from that point on, I'm like, you know what? I'm never even going to mess with a girl or kids. Even if she has full custody of them, there's always a reason why a woman is been left alone with kids, or she doesn't have her kids, but she has kids and no husband.
Yeah, no, definitely these are red flags to be aware of.
Yeah.
I mean, how often do women not get custody of their kids? If a woman doesn't have custody,
that's bad.
She's a drug addict or a lesbian or both, because it takes some specific reasons for a woman not to get custody.
Yeah, exactly. She was whack, man. She was even putting pins in condoms, man. Putting pinholes in condoms, trying to get me to get her pregnant.
So she could have more kids, because she doesn't have her original kids.
Exactly. It was so bad that I'm tarnished for the rest of my life. I will never mess with a girl with kids ever again.
I understand.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a very bad experience. But it was good, though, because I learned from it.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you.
Appreciate the call. Araceli, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello. Are you there? Araceli? I will find her, and we'll say hi here to Renee on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Here's my comment. If men act like a jackass and think that women are only good for sex, then they can't really get mad when women treat them like a jackass and take everything that they have.
Well, this is why I tell guys not to give you girls anything, just to take what we can get and get the hell out. Pump them and dump them.
Well, I think that that's wrong, too, but...
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that is to use and abuse.
Well, if you call it...
I want a good man. I don't want a loser.
Then that's good. Yeah, save us the time when you meet us and tell us that you don't put out so we can move on.
Oh, I don't have a problem doing that either.
Good.
Here's the other comment.
I respect your right to do that. Just tell me right up front so I can dump you.
Oh, I don't have a problem with honesty.
Great.
Here's the other thing about men taking on other women's children. I was lucky enough to be blessed with a stepdad who took us on like his own, and he is a wonderful father, and he still is to this day, and he had us since we were 3.
Uh-huh.
Great man.
Well, wonderful. Completely irrelevant to what we're talking about, but wonderful.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Can you manipulate me into bed?
I don't have to. I just whip out my wallet.
I thought you don't pay for anything.
Oh, I wouldn't give you any money. I just show it to you.
Oh, you just show it to me.
I wouldn't give you a penny.
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. AJ on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Dad, I just had the best Leykis moment ever.
Do tell.
Driving 5 South, coming into Oceanside, listening to 97.1, started to hear a little static, flipped on over to 103.7, didn't miss a beat.
Sounds crystal clear, doesn't it?
There was even a 5-second delay over on 103.7, so I actually got to hear some of you again. I had a little bonus today.
Love that.
A little 5-second bonus.
Perfect.
And on your earlier topic today, talking about women putting their men in jeopardy by being self-conscious and insecure. Chris Rock did a great bit on that. Hillary put the country in jeopardy. She wasn't servicing her man, taking care of him. He had to go somewhere else. Too bad you couldn't play it on the show because there's more F-bombs than Saddam on there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. I'm a big Chris Rock fan. I know all about it. Charlie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How you doing, Tom?
I'm okay, Charlie.
Good. I just want to tell you a little story about the single mom deal. I am 25 years old, and I was married. I'm single now. But towards the end of the relationship, I started seeing other women. And I ended up going to a strip club down here. Platinum Plus is the name of that, and I met a stripper there. Well, my job is I do rodeo work on the side, and I go away for 3 or 4 days at a time. Well, what I told my wife at that time was I was going to go away for 3 or 4 days down to New Jersey to do a concert. Well, I ended up actually going down with the stripper down to New Jersey, and I met her family. I met her mom, her brother, and a bunch of friends and everything else. Well, while we were down there, we had brought her 2 kids down there with her. Well, we were down there for 3 or 4 days, And probably the third or fourth day in, her kids started calling me daddy and everything else. And then she told me when we were up in her mom's house how much she loved me. And I told, I was scared to hell. And I basically told her when we got back that, you know, I need a little bit of time and space away. But after that, I never called her again because I wasn't going to deal with that.
Now, that's one of the many reasons we tell you to stay away from single moms altogether. Just
you know, because you know, maybe you know, like you know, she obviously wanted me to fill the void, and like I said, it scared me when her kids was calling me daddy. I mean, I got a 3-year-old son myself, which is fine, you know, and I take care of that. But you know,
and why did you let that happen, if I may ask?
How did I let that happen?
Why did you? Yes.
I basically had met a girl at an older job, and I quit. And about 6 months after that, I met my ex-wife at my new job. She had come in. I was just working at a convenience store. About 5 months into the relationship, because we were spending a lot of much time together, I actually did the wrong thing and proposed to her. 2 months after that, she was pregnant.
But why did you let her get pregnant?
I didn't wear a condom.
No, I know. That's my question. Why? Yeah. Why did you do that?
Just was stupid.
Stupid. I'll buy stupid. I'll buy that.
But you know, my son now, I love my son to death. You know, I wouldn't. You know, I'd give him anything in the world. That's you know, that's one thing you know I have to deal with. And,
right, but you'd certainly rather have had a son on your schedule.
Yes.
So you could have the proper job, proper money put away. You could take care of everything from his shelter to his education, not have to struggle, not have to work so many hours.
You know, and you know, I do work my ass off. He's definitely provided for. He has a roof over his head. He has.
Oh, I believe you. And that's the thing is, the reason I'm saying this to you, clearly you can't press rewind on your life.
Yeah, of course.
But there's other guys like you who are going to do the same thing you did, and I'm really trying to get to them.
Yeah, and what I recommend is don't.
Yeah,
that's all I can say.
As much as you love your son, would you really want to do it that way again if you could do it all over again?
If I could hit the rewind button?
Yeah.
No. But to ever give up my son at the same time, you know.
Well, I think that's how most people feel about their kids.
But
how much better off would you and your kids be if you could have waited until you were ready?
Yes, and you know, I think about that every day. But you know, what's done is done, and you can't change what you've done. But other than that, Tom, I just wanted to let you know about that little story. And could you do me a favor?
What's that?
Could you take me out Kobe style?
Here you go, Charlie.
This is about us. She's so special to me. Yeah, it beats in my heart. Yeah, the air I breathe. She's so special to me.
John on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How are you?
Doing okay.
I'd just like to say that I'm currently dating 3 single mothers. They all have kids. And I'd just like to say that it's a pretty fast, if you're looking to get a quick laid, I mean, that's pretty much the route.
Right, but if the condom leaks, you're a dead man.
Yeah, that's a possibility. But one thing I noticed from my experience is that they put me first instead of their kids. Most of these single mothers tend to be horny, slutty. I had threesomes in the past with them. So, I mean, although they're older, I mean, I'm not really attracted to them because they're damaged goods, you know, so they're past their sell date.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a quick lay, that's the way to go.
Quick lay, but you better make sure I'd be double bagging it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you will pay.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, when I go out with these girls, they don't even talk about their kids. We're always having adult conversations. I pretty much make sure that they pay for dinner or whatever we do.
Like that.
Yeah.
If you have to do it, I like that. Isabel, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
I've been listening to you for a few months. I'm a little nervous. I just want to tell you that I do partially agree with what you're saying when it comes to what guys usually want from single moms.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because I have dated guys that have told me, and we've been quite honest with each other, and we tell each other, well, usually I tell them, please do not expect anything from me. I have a daughter. I'm not ready for a relationship. And guys sometimes are pretty much stupid when it comes to single moms because they do come back. And, you know, they're told right from the get-go, I don't want a serious relationship.
What happens if the condom leaks, Isabel?
Well, I'm on the pill, Tom.
What happens if the pill fails?
Well, I'll take the morning after pill.
Oh, you will?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
So were you married when you had your daughter?
No, I was not.
So why did you have the first one?
Well, the condom leaked the first time.
What?
The condom leaked.
Yeah, I understand that, but you say that now if the condom leaked, you would have the morning after pill. Why didn't you do that the first time?
Just ignorant, stupid.
Ignorant and stupid.
I wasn't thinking, you know. I was lovey-dovey with him, and but now, yeah, after that experience, I would definitely take the morning after pill. I have, actually.
Oh, you have already?
Yes, I have.
Good for you.
Yeah, because, you know, I don't want to be in the same situation again, and if I ever do have kids again, it'll be when I'm married, but that won't be for a long time.
Glad to hear that.
But, yeah, I do want to say, I do agree with you, Tom, and these girls that are calling, bitching and complaining, no. Because they know what these guys really want. So, that's it.
Yeah, you know what I really want, I'll tell you that.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom Leykis.
Tell me about your dates.
Basically, we spent a week in bed.
You spent a week in bed. There's a date. My kind of date.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Oh, yeah, the Tom Leykis Show, 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Charlie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. I'm a dummy.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I married a single mom.
Why?
She was all that. She was and she gave the best
Uh-huh.
And,
yeah, but why did you have to marry her?
Well,
you were getting it anyway.
Well, we were going to have, I thought I wanted to have, a kid, and...
Why did you think that?
Who knows?
Right.
I was, a single child growing up in a broken family, and I wanted an instant family, I guess, but taking on her baggage and all that effort and being called by her daughter, you're not my dad, just all this baggage was not worth it, guys. So I'm putting a shout out to every guy who is even thinking about dating a single mom. Don't do it. I don't care how hot she is. I don't care how good of a she gives. It ain't worth it.
By the way, how long have you been married?
Going on 6 years now.
How's that going?
Fighting every day of it.
There we go. Now her real personality has come out.
What's that?
Now her real personality has come out.
The guy who called earlier and said there's a reason she's single was absolutely right. Psycho woman.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the guy's right about there's a reason most moms are single.
Now, you realize the longer you stay with her, the more vagina money you'll have to pay. If you're that unhappy, you should get out.
Yeah. Isn't there a 10-year? 10 years, everything.
Well, after 10 years, you pay forever.
Forever.
Forever. Whereas if you got out today, you'd pay 1 day for every 2 days you're together.
Okay. All right.
So the longer, every 2 days you stay, you owe her another day.
Yes.
So you see the urgency there is to get out if you're not happy.
Exactly. I'm looking at 4 more years till I'm absolutely dead.
Well, if I were you, I'd be calling an attorney now and starting to research my options.
Right, Tom. I'm on it.
Get to it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Disney on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
What up, Tom?
Not much, Disney.
Hey, man, I went through a lot of stuff, man. Those guys are right, man. I had this chick that just, she had 1 kid, and basically she was looking for some more baby batter to create another one. She tried to get on me. I've even had the chick even try to hunt me down through other friends because when I tried to ditch out of her and, like, totally get away, she was telling people that that was my kid, and she was basically just trying to have a kid, like, without even me knowing. I ended up catching her, and she was, like, almost to the point where she couldn't have an abortion. I had to get a restraining order against her and her ex-husband that she had the kid with. I mean, it's gnarly. If you're with a chick that already has a kid, don't be with her for one reason. Like you said, you're never going to be that kid's dad, and no matter how far the kid sees it, and even if you end up marrying her and being with her for a long time, that kid will either resent you or love you. So there's 2 good ways of looking at it. And women have killed off chivalry almost to the point of extinction, so I don't even see that being an option anymore.
I understand. Dizzy, thank you for that. Let me get, oh boy. Danny, I got a minute, and I want you to get it in here. Go.
Yes, hi, how you doing, Tom?
I'm okay.
Yeah, I relate to the whole subject. I've been with my girlfriend now for about 5 years. She's got 3 kids. 2 of them are adults. They're low 20s, and they both have kids. And the daughter is 17. And basically, I relate to everything you said. They're never there in the morning. And at night, you know, always in bed early, not a lot of time for me. You know, I got to pay for everything when we go out. And
Did you get married to her?
I'm thinking about it.
Why are you thinking about it? You're miserable.
I know. I agree with you.
Why don't you get out?
You know, I mean, I tell myself sometimes.
No, do it.
She tells me it's going to be better.
No, well, no, this is as good as it's ever going to get, Danny. If you don't like it now, it's only going to get worse. I've been married and divorced 4 times. I know what I'm talking about, pal. You need to get out. Now. Grab your balls and go.
The Tom Leykis Show.